absolutely. And then for someone who grew up in exile, the ANC was a figure that loomed large in your life, and you're very heavily critical of the ANC in the book, and understandably so. Is there a reason that you felt that it was important to also speak about that issue, and specifically in the context that we have now in South Africa with what's going on in our politics? Should we be speaking about the ANC and where they've come from to where they've come?
So I feel like in some ways that conversation about the ANC and where it's been versus where it's now is a conversation that I've had. I have exhausted it thoroughly in the book. And in some ways it's like I am very interested in how we move forward and how South Africans engage with a politics that is not so reverential of the ANC. So I think what I'm trying to say is that the ANC continues to loom far too large in our politics in a way that is disproportionate to what it deserves. Mm-hmm. So the ANC does not need to be talked about as much as it is being talked about, simply because it no longer holds the moral authority and is no different from any other political party. So I think what will be healthy for South Africans is when we are okay with that and can talk about the ANC as if it's anything else. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. I'm done with the ANC as a special thing. It's simply a party.
Right. Are you hopeful for the future of South Africa?
I'm extremely hopeful about the future of South Africa because I think that many people are beginning to realize that there is nothing special about our crisis. And I think because of the stature that the liberation struggle held, because we imbued it with this mythology, and because these people were heroes, we wanted to believe then that South Africa would be this miraculous democracy that would somehow work on its own without everyday people demonstrating the kind of leadership that is necessary to move a country forward. So now we know that, and I have been amazed, enthralled, cheering at how South Africans have responded to this moment. Constitutional court cases, marches on the streets, service delivery protests, student marches, questioning, creating a whole new world of language around decolonization, pulling down statues. This is the stuff of politics. This is the stuff of real politics that real people move forward. And yet we are very critical of ourselves because we haven't won yet. So I think it's important for us to not be so obsessed with the winning and to be much more interested with what we're doing, which is engaging. So I'm very, very hopeful about South Africa.